What benefits are there for pole dancing as a beginner? Hey guys, welcome to the Starting Million Show. I'm your host Ashral. Welcome. So today I'm very again, as usual, I'm always very excited because I'm always very happy to have a guest that's joining me today. And today is very interesting because for the first time ever, I have a professional pole dancer who is coming onto the show. Who I got to know her when I was doing my overseas business, and from there we managed to stay in touch, we stay connected, and she's a very inspiring individual to me. So for my guest, we're talking to Ming, better known as Singapore's Suzie Wong. Without further ado, I'd like to invite to the stage Suzie.
Woohoo! Hello.
How would you sell it to me? Let's say I'm completely new to pole dancing. How would you sell it?
Wow, this one takes another 1 hour because I'm so passionate about this. There's multiple benefits. Okay, but just to cut the long story short, okay, it is an amazing workout if you do not want to go to the gym. Okay. It is a very good alternative because literally by lifting your own body weight, you are working lot of muscle groups from the big ones to even the minute one, but maybe not as a beginner. So a lot of people will say that, I'm not flexible, I'm not strong. How do I? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here.
Okay.
I'm still here. Yeah.
How do I start? But like I said, it's in every sport. You don't have to be fit and strong and flexible because then it's no longer a workout or a sport. You have to pick up from somewhere, right? So if you're neither of those, you can still do the sport, except that it'll be harder. So let's take, for example, if you're a rock climber or a gymnastics, you could do any sport, will be easy one, right? So we're not selling this to a person who already has the ability. It's to someone without. Then how do we start? Of course, naturally there'll be like warm-ups and conditioning. And we will usually start off with spins because spins will only require a bit of the upper body and the arms. And you have to go through at least 8 to 10 spins to work this part. And I can almost assure and promise you, by the time you finish your spins, your upper body strength will already have it. In fact, now these days, people are learning much faster than during my time, because they have some kind of background, right? So by the time you finish this set of spins, you already can activate your other muscles to start climbing. So when you do climbing, you are already working out your lower part of the body or the mid, and it just keeps adding on. So by the time you do inversion, and our joints, every part of our joint is utilized for a different move and a different pose. So like I said, it's amazing because it's a total package. And by the time you finish all this move, you want to add on dancing into it. You don't want to just be able to execute this move or that move. You want to put it into a routine. And that's where your cardio comes in. That's why now, freaking 16 years later, I'm still so passionate because I've never a day stopped challenged by what I see on IG. Someone else, next day come up with a new combo, a new trick, and you're always chasing after them. So it's amazing. I really love it. I think in 20 years' time, I think that you ask if I can still do it, I will be doing it still.
Okay, interesting that you say that. So when it comes to the pole dancing itself, right? Okay, you also mentioned inversion. So is there any benefits from staying inverted? I don't know, just random question.
Oh, that's a very good question, actually. Definitely there will be. Because why? Okay, I personally not a yogi, but why does area yoga and yogi always go upside down and om, right? There must be certain benefits. Okay, but if you really ask me, my suspicion is your motor skills. Okay, your motor skills will actually get challenged. And why do I say that? Because I used to have one student who claims that when she was young, she was mildly, if I'm not wrong, autistic, diagnosed with some kind of ADHD or whatever. And one of the therapy was to swing her and go upside down. So if a therapy requires that, I am sure it will actually stimulate certain kind of your neurons. And which is why I think personally, I find it so therapeutic after a session of pole. I could have the worst days and the most stressful, traumatic time. And after doing a pole session, I'm like, it's like almost equivalent to me eating cake lah. You know, cake is the other thing that really drives me crazy. So I think it's the same. You know, it runs this stimulant, some kind of hormones, oxytocin, whatever sin,
Mhm.
and it's therapeutic in that nature. So if you ask me, yes, I definitely think that there's some benefits, except that I don't have a medical explanation. I should read up. Thank you for that.
Hey, no problem. I was just wondering because I think when it comes
Good
to hanging upside
wonder.
down, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's some of the interesting things that if you see it happening, and also okay, then I have another question, but I think it's a little bit more basic. It's a little bit more basic when it comes to because when it comes to someone who wants to try to do pole dancing, right?
Mm-hmm.
What should a person wear? You know, you see, you know, in terms of the